Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to learn to do a simple crochet. I told you guys we were going to start at the beginning and I truly mean that. Okay, here is my single crochet swatch. They're very easy, not hard at all. That's why we're starting with the basics. And we will eventually move up to the double crochet. That's on this swatch here. And then the half double crochet on this one here. But today we are working on the single crochet. So here's what you're going to need. Some yarn, your choice of color. We're just practicing. A pair of scissors and your choice of crochet hook. Here I have a 6.5 and a 4.25. I am going to go with the 6.5 despite the fact that this hook is too large for the yarn I'm using. It makes it easier for you guys to see the yarn, see the loops, and where everything is going. So that's why we're using a hook that is slightly too large for our yarn. This is a regular 4 worsted weight yarn. If I remember correctly, I think this was out of a Super Saver skein. That is the Walmart brand. So that's what we're working with today. All right, let's go ahead and get started, you guys, because you're not here to listen to me ramble. When we're doing our beginning, this is called a magic circle. I, for the longest time, did not realize that that is exactly what I was doing, but I was just doing it. So we're going to wrap our yarn, keep your end over here. This is called your tail. This is your working end on this side. So you're going to take your tail, then we're going to point out a finger, wrap it. It would help if I was in the camera, wouldn't it, guys? Wrap it. Then you're going to wrap it again, but you're going to make an X. See how I've got an X there on my finger? And I'm just going to place my other finger right here to hold it. I'm going to take my hook. This is the last loop that I put across my finger. I need to go in the first loop I put across my finger. So I'm going to go right here and let it go. It's going to loosen. Just don't drop that tail. All right, so right here. Now we need to grab this yarn with our hook. So I'm going to put my hook face down on my finger. Okay? And I'm going to pull. Keep your thumb on your working end. My tail is coming out from between my fingers at the bottom. So pull up. And it's gonna look a little something like this. A little messy. Put both your strands in between your middle finger and your thumb. Slide this finger out and pull. Now, when you pull your tail end, right here, it's going to tighten this down onto your hook. If you pull your working end, it's not. Some people call it a slip knot, some people call it the magic ring. I just call it starting work. So yay, there we go. You have learned. Go back, rewatch as many times as you need. That's what the video is here for. So in doing a single crochet, we now need to do a chain in order to make that single crochet. A finger on your yarn over. I like to grab right here at my little knot for my first one. Some people don't, but I do. So I will grab my knot. And just like last time where I turned this hook down, I'm also going to turn it down again to grab the yarn that I wrapped around. And we're going to pull it through the yarn that was already on the hook. And now you have your first chain. So let's do that again, because now I can grab, again, still here. I really like that spot for holding. But we're going to yarn over, hold, and pull through. Just like that. Now, if you're a little more advanced, you know you can do this quickly. Yarn over, grab, pull. Yarn over, grab, and pull. See? Easy peasy. Okay, I'm going to make a chain of about 10. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now that we've got our chain, this is my loop on the hook. This right here is my first chain. I am going to skip this chain, and I am going to single crochet into this chain here. Now the way I like to count my chains is the bumps across the quote-unquote top. So there's a bump here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for our bumps. So I'm going to skip bump number 1 and I'm going to go in bump number 2. I'm going to insert my hook. I only go in the top loop. Some people like to go in the top loop, and you'll see there's kind of a middle loop from the stitch in front of it. I only go in the top, but you're free to go in whichever you want. Alright, so we're through that first one. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to yarn over and pull through both of those loops. And congratulations, you now have a single crochet. Let's do it a few more times together. And remember that the single crochet is great for amigurumis. If you want to learn to make plushies, this is like the main stitch you need to know. Alright, so let's go in our next one. Our next little bump is right here. I'm going to insert my hook, technically giving me 2 loops on my hook. Yarn over, and I'm only going to pull through 1 on the first time. Then I'm going to yarn over again and pull through 2 on the second time. Alright, one more time. Insert your hook into your bump. And see, I do that because I've been crocheting so long. I'm sorry, guys. I automatically hold my yarn right here, and as you can see, instead of me having to wrap, it's already sitting where I need it. That is years of experience. I apologize for that. So let's try to do our next one together, and I will try to not have my yarn already looped on. So insert your hook. Yarn over, pull through that first loop. You now have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your second pull through. And there you go, guys. You are making a single crochet. I am going to work to the end of this row and then show you how to build up. Sorry, we have like 3 stitches. I don't think I'm going to speed this up any. I think we're just going to go ahead through this, and we are at the end now. All right. There we go. If you made it this far in the video, leave a comment down below. Tell me how you feel now that you've done it, because absolutely learning any new skill is an accomplishment you should be proud of. Alright, we're at the end. We are going to do a chain of 1 to build height so that we can work our next row. So, chain is yarn over and pull through. Oh, so difficult. Probably the most difficult thing we're going to do on this channel. Right there. Alright, then you're going to turn your work. Now, I know that this first stitch is sometimes a little difficult to see, so if you need to keep your finger on it, please do. Because it's not these right here, it's this one over here. This was your last chain 1 from your previous row. This is the top of that chain 1. This is the top of that. This is the top of that single crochet that we need to go back into. I'm so sorry. Alright, so now when we turn our work, we're going to do the same thing, but now we have both loops to go through that are the top of our single crochet from the previous row. So through both of those, alright, our yarn over, we're going to pull back through, and we're back where we were with 2 loops on our hook, yarning over, and pulling through both of those loops on our hook again. Alright, and now that second stitch, as you can see, is much easier to see. Much easier to see, and you've still got, pull that out of the way, 2 loops right here that make up the top of this single crochet, and again, you're just going to go underneath both of those. Boop, right there. Okay, then we're going to yarn over, pull that through, get our other 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through again. And that's essentially it, guys. That is a single crochet. That's how you build up. You can make chains as long or as short as you want. And that's all I have for you today. Tomorrow will be the double crochet, and then we will backtrack to the half double crochet, simply because I feel like the half double can get more complicated with the additional loops that it creates. So that's one that we're going to do after we do the double. Alright guys, remember, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, leave a little comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.